An early 1950 Metasocle, a rare sight for sore eyes in the blue skies of Australia. Built in Czechoslovakia, this unusual plane is one of only 3 to wing their way to Australia. And it's been piloted today by Malcolm Murray, who, as you'll find out, is himself unusual. Now, flying a rare plane on a beautifully clear day would be enough for any enthusiast. But because Malcolm doesn't own this plane, when he's not buzzing the airways, he's back on the ground, having a go at building his own.
I always wanted to fly, and I thought, well, buying a plane was almost out of my reach, and also anyone with money can buy a plane, but not everyone builds a plane. So I thought, well, I love doing things with my hands. There'd be nothing better than to actually build my own plane and then ultimately fly it. And that's why at this stage I'm in the process of building my own plane. My set of plans I got from the United States, which were designed for home building for an all-aluminium aircraft, 2-seater, approximately 320 kilometres an hour.
Malcolm's been building now for 4 years and believes he's got another 2.5 to go. But building is no problem to him, because even as a youngster, Malcolm's building aspirations were to the air. A scale model of an Ansett A&A Vickers Viscount was the schoolboy achievement that got Malcolm's building career off to a flying start. And when he left school to become an apprentice electrician, he had to fill in his lunch hours somehow. So why not build a diesel-electric locomotive? Now, as you probably gathered, Malcolm isn't the type of guy who will sit still for too long. And that's why when he had a little bit of spare time up his sleeve, he bought a book. Not just any book, though. You see, this one's all about how to build a telescope.
I'd managed to save up $200 and thought I'd buy a telescope. Well, when I went into the telescope shop, the chap in there said, well, that wouldn't even buy a good toy to the size I wanted, let alone a telescope. So he passed me a book and said, look, here's a book on how to build an 8-inch reflecting telescope. Take that home and study it, which I did. Spent a year studying this book and decided, right, I'll build my own telescope.
But that was then. Right now, Malcolm is up in the air about building his aircraft.
I'm looking forward to owning my own aircraft that I've built, but the actual pleasure is in building it, seeing something come out of raw material up to an actual aircraft that will take us safely around the country.
So what's next after the plane's finished?
Well, when that's finished, I've got an old T-Ford in my garage that I've had since I was 15. I used to drive there around the paddocks. When my plane's finished, that's my next project.
And will it ever stop?
No, that will be the finish. That'll be the finish. Once that T-Ford's finished, I'm going to stop building things then and reap the benefits of just driving around with my family and my wife in my T-Ford and perhaps flying from here and there in my plane.